Hey guys, so this is just a quick video to introduce you to my RRSP portfolio that I have with Questrade. A couple of months ago, I transferred my RRSP from Wealthsimple Invest into Questrade. Like I said in a couple of videos ago, the portfolio is getting to a large enough level that the monthly fees, the management fees from Wealthsimple were really adding up. It was approaching like $800 a year, so I thought that I'd go the low fee route, and instead of switching it to Wealthsimple Invest, instead of switching it to Wealthsimple Trade, I thought I'd give Questrade a try, which is another discount brokerage here in Canada. So what I did was I transferred it within the RRSP. So I transferred it and bought 100% of the shares in an ETF from iShares called the Core Equity ETF portfolio, ticker XEQT. I've pulled up the fact sheet here on the web browser. What I wanted to point out a few things is that it's 100% equities, so it invests in a 1, 2, 3, 4 different ETFs, all from iShares. So there's inside of each one of those ETFs, there's a whole bunch of companies that it invests in. So it's kind of an overreaching ETF that has a bunch of ETFs inside of it. So it's only been around not even 2 years, I think. The management fee is 0.2%, so fairly low. It has a dividend yield of 1.65% that's paid out quarterly. So every 3 months we get a little cash paid into the account that I can then use to reinvest in the account. Yeah, so it only started in August of 2019, so not too long, but can show you, like, since it was funded since it was started, it's done pretty well. There was a big drop off, like everything, back when COVID first started happening, but then a huge recovery since then, and it's doing quite well. I'll switch over to my account now so we can take a look at how we're doing there. Let me just check one thing. Get the exact date. So March 5th is when the money actually went in, and we bought 7,648 shares of XEQT. I've been making bi-weekly contributions, $150 every 2 weeks, and then on April 6th there was the quarterly dividend of $744 that went in, and then I was able to it was $743, and then I was able to buy $744 worth of shares. So in that time, in the last month, the account has grown by $6,217, so doing pretty well. What else was I going to say? Was the ETFs that it holds, there's one called ITOT, which is the iShares Core S&P Total US Stock Market. It has companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway, all the big US companies that are listed on the S&P. There's one called XIC, which is the iShares Core S&P TSX Capped Composite ETF, and that's the Canadian companies such as Shopify, RBC, TD, Canadian National Railway, Bank of Nova Scotia, and Bridge. There's a fund called XEF, which is the iShares Core MSCI EAFE ETF. That's got a whole bunch of things from overseas like Nestle and iShares, another iShares ETF, Toyota, and then finally we have IEMG, which is the iShares Core MSCI Emerging Markets ETF, which has got Taiwan, semiconductors, Alibaba, Samsung, and a whole bunch of others. I mean, if you look at the actual holdings of the entire fund, it's kind of overwhelming, but it's it's an awesome ETF to get exposed to. Like I said, 100% equities from all over the world, and it does pay a bit of a dividend, and has a nearly negligible expense, management expense. So that's awesome. So yeah, the plan with this one, like I said, is investing every 2 weeks. I'm putting $150 and then purchasing more shares with that. And then the quarterly dividends that come in, pump that right back in as well. And moving forward, we'll film a weekly update video on this portfolio as well, just to see the returns and kind of see how we're doing on that one. And maybe I'll try and track it on a spreadsheet as well, so we can see week to week how it's doing rather than just spouting off the numbers. It's good to have the visuals as well. So thanks for tuning in. It's a bit of a shorter video, but hopefully people are finding it interesting. I'm going to try and do some more basics things too in the future, talking about TFSAs and RRSPs and the benefits and drawbacks of each of those kind of accounts, and a whole bunch of different things. So if you like this stuff, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.